Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here and welcome back to another episode of our Gibraltar Challenge here on Football Manager 2016. So as you can see, once again we have hammered the league, and as you can see I'm annoyed once again. We've got a... I wanted to win every single game this season, but we did draw a game 0-0 against Gibraltar Phoenix. Not happy about that. So we are going to be, again, if we win both games in this episode, one game away from a perfect season. But next year, I'm hoping next year can be our year, hopefully. If you look at these ratings, you'll notice Christian Baez, a player we only brought in January, is now our top goal scorer. So that's a pretty impressive run by him. Eric Franks with the highest rating. Finn Baird, most assists. Bernal, best pass completion. And again, Baez, 7 man of the matches since he joined in January. So that's a pretty impressive sort of impact that he's made here. So in this episode, we do have our last 2 league games of the season. We're going to be playing at home to Gibraltar Phoenix and at home to Glasses United. And then in our next episode, of course, we're going to have our 2 cup finals for you. We're going to be playing Leo FC in the Senior Cup League final, and the Senior League Cup final, sorry, and Glasses United in the Rock Cup final. Nothing really outstanding to show you here. We had to win that one on extra time, which is a little bit of a worry, but we did get there in the end. It was a worry, but as soon as we made a few changes, it's my fault because I went a little bit over the top. I tried to change the formations up, and I think I had 3 at the back. 3 up front and 4 in midfield and attacking midfielders. It was a bit of a mess, but I just wanted to try and get as many players on the pitch as I possibly could, and as many players that wanted to play first team football that were unhappy. So that's why I did that, but we did manage to make a few changes in extra time, which really changed it around for us. And then you can see here, Christian Baez, a hat-trick in that game. 2 goals in our previous game. So this is why he's so many goals for us at the moment. And he is really a force to be reckoned with. But enough of me chatting on. Let's get into our opening game of the episode, which is going to be at home to Gibraltar Phoenix. And here we are facing up against Gibraltar Phoenix, who are, I think they're secured where they are now. They've got 6 points gap between themselves and Lincoln. Well, Lincoln Red Imps aren't doing too well this season. They're 6th, are they? So yeah, I think they're pretty much going to finish probably where they currently are. We obviously are going to finish where we currently are. We are absolutely dominant at the top of the table, and as you can see, odds-wise, really back us up for this game as well. We are 1-6, whereas Gibraltar Phoenix are 10-1. Team-wise today, we're very much, at the moment, picking our team based on players that are unhappy because they haven't played enough. So Nick Carlton, Lima, Philippe, Admasu are all players that are currently complaining they haven't played enough. So that's really the reason why we've got most of those in. We're going to start things off with Bruno Ramito in goal. Of course, if you've not been keeping track, we did sell our other goalkeeper, Machego, in January for £5 million to PSG. Big deal that was. Renato Evola at left back, a good Italian youngster. Really good player, actually. I'm liking him. Nick Carlton playing in at centre back, a player who is agonisingly close to being able to play for Gibraltar, isn't he? Oh, he needs 430 days left. Really? I thought he'd done more than that. That means he's got another over a year then. Oh, okay then. Roger Newby's alongside him, one of our top defenders. Really, really good player, Roger Newby, actually. Right back we have Jamie Wildman, a really good right back who's not played a lot this season, really, compared to what he did before, because we've had quite a few good right backs come in this year as well. Lima, a player we brought in the summer last year. We actually spent quite a bit of money on him, and he hasn't turned out to be really worth it. But you never know. We'll keep playing him. We'll see how he gets on. If we can sell him on there, that might be a good thing to do. Philippe in at centre midfield as well. A player who is unhappy about not being played enough. So we're giving him a few games at the moment. Alongside him, we've got Chris Morgan, who is happy. Just want to play Chris Morgan. And he's had a few injury problems this year, so he's not played as much as what he would have wanted to. As you can see, only 10 league games. He's played 6 games from the subs bench just to try and get his match fitness back up. And it's been a bit of an up and down season for Chris Morgan. Attacking midfield, we have Emery Admasu, like I said, a player who's unhappy about not playing enough football, so he's got the attacking midfield role here today. He's played quite a few games actually this season. He's done quite well, so we might as well give him a few more games. Christian Baez, the guy is on absolute incredible form for us at the moment, scoring goals at left, right and centre. Then alongside him up front, we have Frank Banning, a player who again has not played a lot of games this season. Did quite well for us early in the season in the Champions League, and I'd be interested to see if we can continue on that form here. He's not very match sharp. He hasn't played a lot of recent. Maybe he's in the reserve, so hopefully he should have played the games in the reserves. But there we go. Bench-wise, we've got Badji, our reserve keeper. We've got the right back, Zhang Song-jae, who can also play defensive midfield. Sergio Tunde, 80 Day, 2 attacking right midfielders. And Obef Patinho, a really good player as well. So let's get into this one. I've blabbed for quite a long time. We've not watched any football yet, so let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's see if we can really finish this season off with a bang. I'm hoping we can. We should be able to. We're dominating really, aren't we? So they've got a few players who used to play for us. Nuristani, one name there just popped up. And it's good to see that we are really... Frank Bannon's picked up an injury now. It is good to see that we are supplying a lot of Gibraltar with good players. And that's good. I like to see that. And who knows, some of the players that we might end up getting rid of in the future. Baez, open net, 7 minutes in, scores his first goal of the game. What a player. What a player this lad is. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if there's some players that we do look to get rid of at some point, if they do actually stay in Gibraltar and go to other clubs. Like Nick Harlton and Jim Morrison, for example, 2 defenders that at the moment are not quite at the same level as some of our other players. So they probably should not be playing first team football. But I've keeping a hold of them because they're so close to gaining Gibraltarian nationality and being able to play for the national side. It makes you wonder if I do let them go after they've gained the nationality and can play for the national side, whether they do stay in Gibraltar and maybe play for one of the other clubs. Who knows? I'd like to see them go to maybe Gibraltar, Felix, or Glasgow United, or Gibraltar United, I think, are probably the biggest club, apart from us, at the moment. Banning back to Nick Harlton. It's back to Frank Banning. Admasu sees the ball out wide to Jamie Wildman. Wildman takes it past Wong. Back to Lima, who sees Wildman in loads of space. He's just got to cross it in. Oh, he cuts inside and takes the shot himself. It was blocked well. Comes back to Wildman though. Plays it back to Chris Morgan. Back to Wildman. Come on, Wildman. What have you got? Crosses it in. Chris Morgan saved. Baez saved again by the keeper. And we do have the corner. It's going to be taken by Admasu. And Nick Harlton heads it a mile over. Bit of a shame. 9 shots, 3 on target, 1 goal. I'm happy with the 1 goal, but 9 shots, 10 shots now, 3 on target is not very good. It's not a good turnaround, is it really? I'm thinking Frank Banning might have to come off at... I think he's okay. He might. I don't think he's going to last the whole game, is he? Maybe we could take him off and maybe go to a 2 attacking players. Maybe bring on Sergio Tunde as an attacking midfielder as well. Could be a good win to do. As it looks like 1-0 might be the result we're going to get for half-time. Not a lot of highlights in this first half, has there? Only been a couple. Both for us, of course, but I'm not too bothered. As long as we win the game, that's the main thing, really. We've got no strikers on the bench at all. Right, let's turn the... Everyone's looking quite complacent because they know that the season's already won, really. As Banning and Bayer start things off again. I think if I can lead Banning on for the full game, I might as well do that because we've got no strikers on the bench. And he's only got a strained neck, and we're looking to try and build up his match fitness. If his injury gets any worse, it wouldn't be a major problem because we're at the end of the season anyway. Avola with a throw in. It's a hell of a throw to Morgan. Plays it across to Admasu. Sees Baez in space, making the run, cuts inside. Christian Baez takes the shot, and it wasn't a very good shot. Saved by Halliday. And we are 51 minutes in, still 1-0 up, 17 shots, 6 on target. The return's not very good at the moment, is it? Banning with a corner. And it's Nick Harlton who does head it into the back of the net this time. His 2nd goal of the season. Great corner by Frank Banning. And that is good. Was it? Yeah, it didn't even look like Nick Harlton headed that, did it? Looked like it came from the defenders. It seems to be okay. So 2-0 up now after the hour mark. Can we make it free? Johnson with a throw to Douglas. To Vickery. It's going to be an interesting one here. Can we... It doesn't really matter, does it really? Like I say, we've won now, haven't we? we've quite easily won the league. And I can't see them coming back and scoring 2 goals against us. Doesn't seem very likely at all at this point in time. And we are on the counter-attack now. Admasu across to Baez. Back into Admasu. Sees the run of Frank Banning. And it's a great save by Halliday. Puts it out wide. Can we make a substitution now? You know what? I think we might as well, can't we? I want to actually go into advanced tactics though. Thinking Admasu can play there. Let's just bring Banning back a little bit then. Maybe drop Morgan back into his more favoured position. And move Philippe into there. I'm just messing about here now. Let's put Atundi on in place of Banning. Play 2 attacking midfielders. Let's put them both as attacking as well. Then Admasu. You're going to be advanced playmaker support. And that just takes Banning out of it. He's not 100% fit. And he's got a bit of an injury as well anyway. So let's bring on Atundi, who hasn't played a lot of recent, which is a little bit worried because he is a cracking player and I want him to continue to build up. He has, of course, played for Cameroon now as well, which is a bit of a shame because I would like to have kept him as a Gibraltarian player, but there you go. Baez, poor defence, and Baez gets it back when he gets taken down by Martin Kearns, and it is going to be a penalty, and it is going to be taken by... Is that Atundi who's just come on the pitch? I think Atundi's number 7, you know. I might be wrong. It is Atundi. Just on the pitch, and he puts it in the back of the net for 3-0. And this is more like it. Atundi's 5th goal of the season. This is what I wanted to see. So, can we finish on a high and get another one? That's going to be the question. We have got another, well, they've got a highlight. But can we, oh, we do steal the ball off them. It's picked up by Evola, the left back. Plays it into Admaso. Brings it forward, plays it to Baez. Baez sees the run of Serge Atundi. And Atundi off the post. Oh, it's gone out for a corner. Atundi now takes the corner. Newbie. Harlton is on his... Oh, it's off the line, that was. And now another highlight for them. Bernard plays it forward. It's going to go out for a throw-in, though. Nuristani's a danger, apparently. He wasn't too much of a danger when we had him. Let's bring on... Well, I bet Coutinho needs a bit of first-team football to get his match fitness back up. So let's bring on him for Roger Newby. And... Jae-Song-Jae, let's bring him on as well. For Lima. Why not? It's the problem we've got at the moment. We've got 2 or 3 really good right-backs now. We've got Wildman, we've got Zhang Song-Jae, and we've got Stefan Dammert as well, the other Australian player we brought. Which is a really good place to be and to have so many good players fighting for positions, but... It's just such a balancing act to give them all the first-team football they need without the possible arguments of I want more first-team football. Maybe we could like build 2 complete squads of players and just keep switching between squads. That could work. Baez now takes a shot from a long distance, almost trying to sneak it in that far post. Wasn't quite enough though. And it looks like we could finish this game with a 3-0 victory. There's another highlight. Is this just going to be the ending, or is there another goal in this one for us? Are we going to sneak a 4th? Morgan plays it back to Philippe. Come on, lads. What have you got? What have you got? Zhang Song-Jae, who is probably our highest wage player at the moment. Evola, the left back. We really have picked up some top players this year. Since we got into the Champions League group stage, I felt a little bit more... happy to spend the money. Oh, Morgan. A little bit happier to spend the money, and that's what we've been able to do here. We've been able to pay the wages of some more higher quality players. And hopefully that's going to help us next year get back into the Champions League. At least get a little bit further, maybe into the Europa League group stage, because maybe we can do something in that. Who knows? So it was a great win for us, a 3-0 victory. Man of the match for Nick Halton, scored a goal and a rock in defence. That's good to see. Like I said, he is one of the guys that is close to getting Gibraltarian nationality, being able to play for the national side, and I really want that to happen. Apart from that, no one outstanding. Baez an 8.5, great. 8.4 for Wildman as well. Yeah, pretty good game. Yeah, let's get into our next game, and I can't remember who that's against. Glasses United, I think it is. Yeah, home to Glasses. And here we go with match number 2 of the episode. It is going to be at home, inverted commas, same stadium, against Glasses United. As you can see, we are massive favourites once again. 1-6 to their 10-1. They are second, so if we win this match, then we will win the league by 27 points. That's a pretty big amount, isn't it, really? So Glasses and Gibraltar United, I think the two teams, apart from us, that are really at the top of this division, both going to be in the Europa League next year as well. And I'm hoping they can start to spend their money a bit wise. Then if one of them goes professional as well, that'd be even better. So team-wise, we've made a few changes. We don't need to play so many people now. So after the last game, a lot of people dropped their first-team football complaints, which is pretty good. So who do we have? We've got Ramito sticking it in goal. Again, still pretty damn good. Been with us for a while now. Jared Murphy's coming in back at left-back. Not been called up for the Australia squad, so we've lost quite a few people this match due to internationals. Roger Newby keeps his position in centre-back position. Alongside him, we're going back with Obef Patino, the Colombian sensation. Stefan Dama, one of the players we brought in January as well. Really good player. I'm surprised he's not been called up for Australia as well. Zhang Songjae and the defensive midfielder. I might be a little bit confused here. I thought these players were missing because of the... I just got offered to postpone the match against Glasses United due to international people going away for international matches. I'm assuming that must have meant the cup final, not this one. And we should be right for the cup final still. Anders Broger is going to be in there as well. Now he has taken Gibraltarian nationality, so I wonder. So he has completed 918 days, and he's got 907 left to complete. Is that right? Yes. So he's been here since he was 18, so he's not far away now. He's taken the Gibraltarian nationality, which is good, because that's really going to help us out with the Champions League next year as well. And I just wonder whether... Well, he's good friends with Frank Evans, who's not. He's a fantastic player. And I just wonder whether... that can't be right, though. That can't be right. Because he has been here now for 4 years. And it's saying you have to be here for 5... Oh, I'm just clicking all the buttons now by mistake. And you have to be here for 5 years. Does that mean you still need another... Because 5 years will be... That's more than 5 years. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just... I'll just keep an eye on it then, because it looks like that might be the case. Unless that... Yeah, that number's obviously going down. That number's going up, I should imagine. And so you need to do like 1,800 days... Which is more than 5 years, I'm sure it is. But enough of that, enough of that, enough of that. Into central midfield, we have Vedran Angelikovic, another player we brought in January. Really going to help bolster up our Champions League squad, I think, this year. Finbaird, attacking left midfield. I wonder how far he is. I keep doing this every episode now, don't I? So he's completed 900 days. That was 925 left. So, never know. He could be one that could take it as well. AD Day, attacking right midfield, a really good player. Again, we brought in January. Again, another great asset to our Champions League squad. And up front, of course, we have Christian Baez. Another great asset to our Champions League squad. So who have they got? They've got Jack Peachman, used to play for us. Alian Gonzalez used to play for us as well. And is that Ashley Miller? No, it's Adam Miller. Okay, he's not one of ours. So they've got a couple of our old players. Good to see them still knocking around here in the Gibraltarian League. So let's carry on and see how well we get on. We've still got quite a few players that are starting to lack match fitness. I'm not quite sure why that's happening. I don't know if it's just because... I don't know if it's because it's got a bit late in the season. They're all starting to become very tired and that sort of stuff. Or whether it's just because I haven't played them a lot recently because of having to play some of the other players that were desperate for first team football. I'm not 100% sure, to tell the truth, but there we go. Hopefully we can pull off another big victory here. I'd like to make a big win. Last game, it sort of took us a while to get into the last game, didn't it? With 10, we got the early goal after 7 minutes, but then after that it was a Pretty quiet first half, so I'm hoping this time we can do a bit better. I think we've got a stronger team on the pitch this time. We've got the width of AD Day and Finn Baird as well, which is pretty good. And talking of AD Day, there's that big cross. There's the width I was talking about, and Christian Baez. No wonder he's scoring so many goals when you've got AD Day down one wing, you've got Finn Baird down the other, but you've also got Sergio Tundi playing as well here and there. It's so easy for Baez to knock these goals in. Just look at that, look. It's just too easy for him, isn't it? Really is a good goal. So, that's good as well. One shot, one on target, one goal. That's what I like to see. I want to try and become a lot more sort of clinical, because when we have our Champions League games, as we did really well this year in the Champions League, don't get me wrong, but when we have our Champions League games, we're not going to get 20, 30 chances and be able to score 1 or 2. We're going to get 1 or 2 chances. We've got to score 1 or 2 goals. That's the way. Throw in there by Adam Miller into Johnson. Gonzalez plays it forward to Clements. What can Clements do with the ball now? Brings it forward. I'm taking it backwards now. Back to Peter Morgan. And it's cut out by Roger Newby. Finn Baird picks it up, but it only goes back to far as Morgan, who plays it back forward to Johnson. Come on, guys. Get the ball back. And we do. Angela Kovic gets the ball back, plays it to Christian Baez. Knocks it forward to Angela Kovic, but just too far ahead of him. Is that Liam Joyce? Yeah, that's one of our old players. Liam Joyce, 80 days, now inside the box. It was a great cross, but nobody went forward to try and tap it in. I think everyone thought 80 Day might have gone for goal, but he went for a great cross. Completely took all the defenders and the goalkeeper out of the game. 80 Day now have another great cross to Finn Baird at the back post, and this time 80 Day does get the assist. Finn Baird knocking the ball into the back of the net. His 7th goal of the season and our 2nd goal of the game. And that 27-point lead at the top of the Gibraltarian First Division looks to be very much in our hands. Finn Baird, look at that, side-footed into the back of the net. So calm, cool and collected by Finn Baird. And a great cross once again by 80 Day. 2nd assist of the match. And he really is a force to be reckoned with. Can we sneak another one before half-time? Be nice if we could. Finn Baird with the cross. And it is headed in. Was that headed in by Baez or was that an own goal? No, it is Christian Baez who gets the goal. Again, very good to see that. This guy, you think we only brought him in January. How many goals is he going to score in a full season? And up front in the Champions League as well. Let's just hope to God we can keep a hold of him over the summer. I should imagine there's going to be a few clubs sniffing around. A lot of our first team is wanted already. And I don't really want to bring in too many players this summer because we're struggling at the moment to keep players happy. So I don't want to bring in too many players. But if we lose 1 or 2, obviously we'll replace them. And if somebody really outstanding comes on the market, we'll bring them in as well. I might bring in a few 16-year-olds just to bolster up our under-18s squad. And a few European 16-year-olds that can develop into top players. And I'm thinking as well that if we get some 16-year-olds in and the Europeans, they're coming straight away, then they'll be able to play for the national side as they hit 21, which is pretty good. Just got to keep holding. That's what happened with Anders. I'm surprised Anders Broger took Gibraltarian nationality. Don't get me wrong, I'm so happy because it is going to make Champions League homegrown players so much easier for us next year because we struggled with that the last couple of years, which is really good. But if we can hold out and he actually plays for the national side, because I was convinced he was going to get in the Denmark side not too long away because he's a really good player. Great little cheeky free kick there by Finn Baird. Coutinho just run around the outside, knocks it into the back of the net, and we are 4-0 up. And it just shows that we're dominating teams that are 2nd in the division 4-0. It just shows how strong and far ahead we are in this league, doesn't it really? Look at that. And these 2 wingers, Finn Baird and AD Day, are just incredible, aren't they? Who have we got on the bench? Do we have... I think I might need to give some other players a bit of a first team football. Let's bring on a Tundi in place of AD Day because we want a Tundi to be happy and play football. Let's bring on Bustamante up front as well. Why not? And then let's bring on Chris Morgan for some more first team football in place of Zhang Songjae. No, let's bring him on in place of Broger because Zhang Songjae we know is going to miss some of the games through international football anyway. So let's make sure we keep Broga safe from injury. We don't want him to get injured. And those 3 substitutions should hopefully give us a little bit more freshness on the pitch as well. Bustamante, someone who's not had a lot of football recently, but I want to keep a hold of him because we've had him for a few seasons now as well, and he must be getting to the point where he might take Gibraltarian nationality. He's Argentinian normally, but I can't see him getting to the Argentinian national side, so this is his best way forward. And Patino gets another goal. His second goal of the game. The centre-back is now on a hat-trick after that great corner from Finn Baird. Patino heads into the back of the net. And we are demolishing Glasses United here, which is good to see. So if I keep going quiet, I'm just checking my dinner in the oven. I can see through the oven door, and I've got Yorkshire puddings in there, making sure they're not burning. But there we go. So 17 shots, 9 on target, 5 goals. I'm happy enough with that. It's pretty good. Finn Baird, just incredible, isn't he? 1 goal, 3 assists. What a game he's having. Albert Patino, 9.4 with 2 goals though as well. There's going to be a little bit of an argument there about who gets the player of the match. I'm thinking it's going to be Finn Baird, surely. This is Liam Joyce. I think that's Liam Joyce. He used to play for us. So good to see him back in. Because I really worried about that. Because I released a lot of Gibraltarian players a few years back. Because I was thinking to myself, I might as well let some of the other clubs in Gibraltar have them. Because I wasn't using them. So I thought they're the best players in Gibraltar. Let other clubs have them. And they'll get better as well. But unfortunately, a lot of the other clubs in Gibraltar didn't have high enough reputations to sign them. Which meant that a lot of these players were left as free transfers for quite some time. But eventually, they have, a majority of them, gone to other clubs, which I'm very happy about. So there we go, final league game of the season, a 5-0 victory over Glasses United. It was Finn Baird who just snuck the man of the match. 3 assists, 1 goal. Ober Patino, again, 9.4 with 2 goals as well. It was a really good game, actually. Angela Kovic got a 9 rating as well, which is pretty good. So yeah, pretty good. I'm happy with that. Let's have a quick look at the final league table. There you go, 27 points at the top of the table. Britannia are still yet to play off against Leo FC, but it's not going to make any difference to any of those teams. Leo FC have been relegated now for quite some time. Britannia, they're very much where they are. They're just outside the Europa League spots, which is a little bit annoying for them. But still, it's been a pretty good season. So let's have a quick look at what we're going to be watching next episode. We know what we're going to be watching anyway. It's Leo FC in the Senior League Cup final, and then Glasses United in the Rock Cup finals. Or we'll just have a quick look just to confirm. Come on, there we go. Schedule, not squad. Schedule, there we go. So there, yeah, we got an away game, away, inverted commas, doesn't really matter, does it? Against Leo FC in the Senior League Cup final. And then we have the home game, again, inverted commas, against Glasses United in the Rock Cup final. If that match against Glasses United is anything to go by, then that should be pretty easy. Like I said, we are going to be missing a few players for that match because they are on international duty, but it should not be any problem whatsoever. And Leo FC, we beat them 6-0 there, we beat them 3-0 there. 9 goals to 0 so far on aggregate this season, so it shouldn't be difficult either. So that's the end of this episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then do hit that like button. It does really help me out. And of course, if you are new around here, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well for a lot more of the Gibraltar Challenge here on Football Manager 2016. I want to try and get this to go as far as I possibly can before Football Manager 2017 comes out. And I think I've really enjoyed this. I think we might go on and do the same challenge again next year, but we'll wait and see what happens. So yeah, I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.